It was almost midnight when Jack stood in front of the old college dormitory for the first time. The college was located far away from the city, surrounded by thick trees and empty roads. The boys' dorm was on one side of the campus. The girls' dorm was on the other. But behind both buildings stood an abandoned structure that nobody visited after dark. Students called it the Black House. Jack was a new student. For the first 2 months, everything seemed normal. Classes, friends, late-night conversations in the dorm, nothing unusual. But during his 3rd month at college, things started to change. Every night around midnight, Jack would leave his room. His friends would ask, "Where are you going?" Jack would simply smile and say, "I'm meeting Alice." The strange part, none of his friends had ever seen Alice. One evening, Jack was sitting alone behind the college library when a girl suddenly sat down beside him. Her long hair covered most of her face. She spoke softly. "You're new here, right?" Jack looked at her. "Yeah, I'm Jack." The girl smiled. "I'm Alice." From that night on, Jack started seeing Alice every evening. She was different from everyone else. She never ate at the cafeteria. She never showed up during regular classes. And she never met Jack during the daytime, only after sunset. Slowly, Jack became attached to her. He stopped spending time with his friends. He stopped joining them for dinner. And every night, he went looking for Alice. One night, Alice looked at him and said, "Jack, do you want to see where I live?" Jack smiled. "Sure. Where?" Alice pointed toward the dark path behind the college. "My dorm." Jack followed her. They walked for nearly 10 minutes. Then they reached the Black House. Jack stared at the building. "You live here?" Alice smiled. Then she opened the door. Inside, everything looked completely normal. The lights were on. Students were laughing. Girls were talking in the hallway. For a moment, Jack forgot how strange the building looked from outside. Alice turned toward him. "Wait in my room." Jack walked inside. A few minutes later, he turned around. The hallway was empty. No students, no laughter, no lights, nothing. Just darkness. "Alice!" There was no answer. Jack hurried back outside, but when he stepped through the doorway, the building looked completely different. Broken windows, cracked walls, dust covering the floor, dead leaves scattered everywhere. It was an abandoned building. There was no dorm, and Alice was gone. Then he heard a voice behind him. "Jack." He turned around. Alice was standing there, smiling. "You look scared." Jack couldn't answer. The next morning, he told his friends everything. His friend Michael stared at him for several seconds. Then he said, "Jack, you went there alone last night." Jack laughed. "What are you talking about?" Michael shook his head. "We saw you. You walked all the way to that building by yourself. You stood outside talking to someone, but there was nobody there." Jack's smile disappeared. "Alice was with me." Michael looked confused. "There was no one with you." That night, Jack asked Alice, "Why can't anyone see you?" Alice remained silent for a moment. Then she whispered, "They don't need to see me." Jack stared at her. "But I can." Alice smiled. "Yes, you can." After that, Jack began changing even more. Every night he returned to the Black House. And every time he came back, he couldn't remember certain parts of the night. One evening, Michael found an old photograph inside Jack's backpack. It showed a group of college students standing outside the girls' dorm. Jack looked at the picture. His heart stopped. Alice was standing in the back row. But something was wrong. Written underneath the photograph was a date, 2 years earlier. Jack immediately went to the college archives. He searched through old records for Alice's name. After nearly an hour, he finally found something. Alice Morgan. And underneath her name, deceased 2 years ago. Jack's hand started shaking. He kept reading. 2 years earlier, Alice had been a student at the college. One night, she disappeared. Later that night, she was found dead after falling from the old college tower. But that wasn't the strangest part. According to several students, Alice had continued appearing around the abandoned building even after her death. Jack couldn't breathe. Then he remembered something. Since the first day he met Alice, he had never actually seen her face clearly. Her hair had always covered it. That night, Jack returned to the Black House one last time. Alice was waiting for him. "You found out," she said. Jack didn't answer. Alice slowly walked toward him. "I never lied to you, Jack. I never told you I was alive." Jack stepped backward. "What do you want from me?" Alice's eyes filled with tears. "I was alone. Then you came." Jack's voice trembled. "Why me?" Alice smiled sadly. "Because you could see me." Suddenly, every light inside the building went out. Jack reached behind him for the door, but the door was gone. He heard Alice's voice in the darkness. "Please don't leave." Jack froze. "I don't want to be alone again." The next morning, Jack was found inside his dorm room. His friends were standing around him. Michael asked, "Where were you all night?" Jack looked terrified. "With Alice." Michael slowly pulled something from his pocket. It was the old photograph, the same photograph Jack had found in the archives. But something had changed. Jack looked at it. His face went pale. Because standing beside Alice was Jack. Michael whispered, "Jack, this picture's 2 years old." Jack couldn't speak. Then his phone vibrated. One new message. He looked at the screen. The message said, "Now you're with me." The sender's name was Alice. Jack slowly looked toward the dorm window. Across the campus, the Black House stood beneath the moonlight, and in the highest window, Alice was standing there, smiling. But she wasn't alone. Behind her stood several other students. All of them were staring directly at Jack. Then the window slowly closed. And from that night on, a new rumor spread across the college. Students said that if you walked past the Black House at exactly midnight, you could hear two voices coming from inside. A girl's voice and a boy's voice. The girl would whisper, "I'm not alone anymore." And the boy would answer, "Never again."